guys, and welcome back to iPunt Smart. And I have to just quickly have a look at yesterday because that was quite something spectacular to say the least. Um, Sorry, I was following a football match there. Yesterday, Fairview Polytrack. Now we won pretty much everything. Our pick six and bipot and PA and jackpot. I mean the second jackpot for 624 200 bucks, paid 5,500 bucks. The pick six for 48 200 800. The pick six for 16, or just under 16, paid 32,000 bucks. First race, Clover Club, one of the green stars, won. Second race, first greenie, forward march, won, followed by second rated and second. Third race, Untamed Tiger, the top rated Cold Fusion, won. Fourth race, a greenie, Jagger Moon, won. Fifth race, Princess of Fire, second rated at 13 Rand a win, won. Sixth race, the one that I advised as the best bet, Joyful Noise, clearly superior on all levels here, won. Seventh race, Intrepid Traveller, I advised as the double, won. Eighth race, Bold Dreamer, my second best for the day, clearly far superior here as well, won. 6 out of 8 top rated, won. Now, that is why we don't believe in opinions. That is why we'd rather make data decisions and not opinions based by people following one another. And I prefer not to be one of those followers, not to be a sheep. I'd rather stick to a solid base and improve from a solid base, learning on AI, learning on machine learning, learning on probability stats, and on the 84 rules that we have. So that is why we keep on improving and we keep on getting better at what we do. Costs a lot of money. The site is completely 100% free for all, and will be so for a considerable long time still, because I make more than enough money on actually following my own advice than having to charge people for the website. If you want to be spoon-fed, yes, we can do that. You can be spoon-fed. I have 2 Telegram groups that I'm charging 300 Rand a month for. That then even gives you 50% back if we don't do 50 points profit for the month. But if you don't want to be spoon-fed and put in the effort yourself, then this is where the site comes in really handy. And the site will be free for those that want to put in the effort. And here we are at Vaal 29th December today. In the first race, looks quite a tricky first race, and it is a work riders maiden plate to boot. 36, 37 P stats now, probability stats. And if I look at the top rated to finish first on these probability stats, there's 2 that stands out with a little bit of value, and that's Rose Willow. That's also first on the algorithms, the overall ranking, the first, and a 46% chance on overall ranking to win. It does have quite superior bat figures, being in red bats, but uh, well, differentiate is the one with the by far the best, but it's not got the value. Differentiate 10 on greenie points, 31% chance to win as well, but 46% chance on Rose Willow at 14 to 1. I would rather take than the 31% for a 3.35 to 1. The favorite also has a 30% chance to win, Trattoria, which is the second rated in this race. And then the fourth rated in this race is another bit of value, Tony Nassif, only runner for the day, Sam Musia, a strike jockey, and exotic ranking, 40% chance to win, adjusted time, 31% chance to win, exact distance, median speed, 15% chance to win, and form, 40% chance to win. So that's your value one there. Sun Tracks, only runner for Mr. Nassif, and I can't remember when last Mr. Nassif won with the favorite. He doesn't do favorites, he wins with the big outsiders. So, bit of a tricky race to get through the first day. I don't think I need to say much more about it. Anything can win. The bipod is loaded in that race. Second race, and here's our first greenie for today. 3.5 to 1 Rio's Winter, only runner for Moffat, and Kumalo is taking the ride. Now, some connections between Nassif and Kumalo, and Nassif and Moffat that I've been spotting. Um, Second rated is Winter Smoke, Ashley Fortune and Calvin Habib. And looking at the bat figures of these two here, 0 and 2.8, they do look pretty strong. The third one rated here is Vars Vicky, which is another interesting runner since it does have best median speed and best bat curve and best bomb roll 168 days. Um, it's returning from quite a lengthy layoff as well. The 30th of August was the last time this horse ran, which is 4 months ago. But the 3 runs to date has been second, first, and first. And that means that Var is Vicky at 6.5 to 1 is another runner that I really think that must have some sort of a chance to win this race as well. So I've gone 217 in the bipod. And the fourth choice here for me is Winter Stories, Wayo Mowing's only runner with Muziyeni booked. Speed rating a 10% chance to win and best bat course and distance. The thing that put me off a bit on this one is the bat figures weren't all that great because of the inferior adjusted time 95.5. If you look at the Winter Smoke adjusted time, it's much greener. And if you look at the Rio's Winter, they are much greener as well. So that's why Winter Stories comes in as fourth rated. Moving along to the third race. Third race, a maiden plate, big field. Another quite interesting little race that could prove to also have a upset on the cards. Top rated here is Jetcat, Heinrich van der Westhuizen, Gavin Lerena. The flames here for the two of them because the win place on Heinrich 15% wins, 40% places, and with Gavin Lerena in the saddle, 100% place prospect. So Jet Cat gets first rated here, 100 on adjusted times, speed rating also the best, form also the best, intent the best, and T curve another one that's the best, as well as exact course, exact distance bat. The percentages aren't all that great on this. 71 previous probabilities, previous races that we've analyzed, where it was Vaal 1200 meters class G, and out of that 71 races, 39% of the time the winner was the favorite or the starting opening betting favorite. Exotic ranking 25% of the time, exact distance 26% of the time, and all of those belongs to Future Lady. Jetcat takes 25% on total T curve and also takes 29% on bat CD, which is the blue bat, the 1200 meter exact course, exact distance bat. But it's only by a little bit. If I say by a little bit, 4.76 lengths to 5.19 lengths, the 5.19 lengths is therefore 0.43 lengths behind on a orange horse, Dorisham and Chase Majan, 30 to 1, now also being gelded. So that means to me 30 to 1 is a little bit too much the bookies are offering on the orange horse. Another thing that I actually think that's also got a chance here is Strong Kasha. Mike de Kock, Jared Penny. Jared Penny's only got two for the day, and Jared Penny took the ride on the previous 1000-meter Vaal Classic and ran fourth at a 1.56, very decent back figure. So 16 to 1, another bit of a value on Strong Kasha. So yeah, Jetcat, Future Lady, Strong Kasha, Blue Spark, Alec Laird, Shamonga Kumalo, see some consistency on 3-3-2-2. Returned from the bit of a break, or maybe 5 months and 2 days is a bit more than a bit of a break, over the 1160. Personally, I think it should go further. 14, 16, 14, 14, 14, 16, 16, 16. That's where all the places are. The 1200 Vaal, it ran fourth and it's rated fourth again today, so I won't be surprised if it does run fourth again. Shumonga Kumalo sticks with the ride. Speed ratings aren't all that great for the 1200 meters, so the price is not right at 13 draw as well. The next fifth choice is unpredictable, and another 30 to 1 here that could be on the improvement still. Did get a bit of a support on debut, 12 to 1, drifted out, did a decent adjusted time nonetheless. Bat figures need some improvement still. Looks like it went backwards over the Turffontein, which is the more tough track. So would be surprised if that one wins as well. Then first timers in successful ruler Terry and Schwartz. Terry's got a few nice ones later on. Racing Man's coming back. Chris Jonker's only runner for the day, trying again. Has to improve on that 9.13, which is his best the previous time before. So maybe a place prospect at best for Racing Man. He does have 4 third places for him in this race. So yeah, what do we do? What do we do in this race? I've gone 3, 16, and 13 in the bipot, and I've got 3, 16, 13, 1 in the pick 6, and I'm sort of contemplating why I'm not also adding the 2, the orange horse, in my smaller pick 6, because 30 to 1 start would be lovely. And I just noticed that it is also gelded and changing stables. So I think I'm going to do just that. I'm going to actually add the 2 in that race. I'm even going to go one further after listening to myself, and I'm going to say my pick 6 will be 3, 16, 13, 2 with 15 and 1, um, the bigger perm ones, because, or 1 and 15 for that matter. And the reason for that is I prefer to have a pick 6 where I've got some nice value in there, and here we will have Strong Cash at 16 to 1, and Orange Horse at 30 to 1, and Jet Cat at 6 to 1 in our start of the pick 6. Moving on to the next race, here I'm going with the first choice here for Forever Light. Interesting that Ryan Munger is back on the scene here, and Tanka is being fitted, but if I look at Ryan Munger's record for the season, is non-existent. So I don't know if that's him returning today after injury or whatever the case might be, but it could be that our data source is just not right. But needless to say, he's back. And he could be back with a bang in Forever Light. Frani Broncos got 2 for the day, and he's also got the top T curve in the last at 16 to 1. Master Builder, with Mallorca taking the ride, and some very decent figures for a 16 to 1 as well. So that does mean that Forever Light goes as our first choice in this race. Does have 27% chance to win on overall ranking, 18% on bomb roll, and the blue bat, the exact course, exact distance bat, 40%, which is quite nice. 40% being 9 or 10 out of 24, won by the best blue bat. So Forever Light the first choice, then another roughie, only runner Dennis Casson, check it that weight, 51.5 after the claiming J.R. Seister, and the win place jockey on Casson and Seister 50-50. Pretty decent, and Seister's got a 100% record with the horse as well. So Olivia S at 9 to 1 is my second choice. And my third choice is Mr. Hugo. And Mr. Hugo Gochem Terzi. I see that Gavin Larena now takes the ride, which is the first in the life of Mr. Hugo. And he has a 25% win and a 37.5 additional, so 62.5% place prospect. So Mr. Hugo might just prove to make a bit of improvement on these back figures that does need a little bit of improvement. With Gavin Larena in the saddle, that might just happen. So that would be 3, 11, 7, and my fourth choice, I've gone with 5 against the rankings because the rankings gives more points to recent data, and you can see there's nothing in the 42 days and nothing in the 84 days. But looking at the 168 days, the 1000 Vaal Classic MR80, when Matsunyani was riding, he was a 2.12 on the back figure. So that appeals to me. If I look at bat 168, the best bat 168 in the field. However, it might appeal to me. The percentages doesn't align because the bat 168 has not had a single winner on after 24 attempts. But on the top two places, well, it hasn't even had a second in the 24 attempts. So maybe that's why the algorithms doesn't like informative. I have added informative judging on these bum 168 and bum curve as the best. You can see some very nice minuses here, which is ahead of the distance class, naught being the finish line. So that was my attempt, 3, 11, 7, and 5, with Look to the Sky, the number 4. Clinton Binder 16 to 1 with the 10.06, also really good on the bat 42, the third best in the field, as my next best and as the bigger bipod additional perm. Okay, so yeah, bit of value in this race. Forever Light, Olivia S, Mr. Hugo, informative, Look to the Sky. The favourite pops in at the bottom here, Grindelwald, and that's just a favourite because Lyle Hewittsen's riding it. It could win, I don't know, 9 lengths to find on Forever Light. I'd rather go each way on Forever Light. Race 5. And here is one of the two nicest ones that I think best value considering on the day, and this is the Varina, Ashley Fortune and Peterson. Now after Peterson takes another 4k off the back, he carries 53k's, which is a lovely weight to carry, and that's why his back figure is 7 lengths better than the second best in the field here. So that is a really good one. The T-curve also the best, the form also the best, speed rating, adjusted time, all of these things are best. It does, however, show that still 33% of the time the winner comes from the favorite. So Muleta does have a 33% chance to win, being the favorite. But the value for me is with Varina, that has a 38% chance to win on Bomb Roll 42. And the Bomb Roll 42 is 8.64 lengths better than True Charm and 8.72 lengths better than Muleta. So Varina for me is an interesting little runner after that 4 kilo claim. G. Peterson is starting to get some winners nowadays. He got a couple on Tuesday last week, and he got another one on Thursday, 2 days ago. I'm 100% sure which one. I can quickly come and check for you. Where are we today? There. So that was actually Turffontein, where I think Mr. Peterson had a winner. See here, no, Lewittson, Mombela, no. Destiny's Games, I had a pilot. Anyway, it's going to probably take too long. I think it was at the Vaal last week. So last week Thursday at the Vaal. I was at Saturday. Anyway, so that just shows you also that you can go and have a look at anything and everything from the past ratings that we have had. That was Samoa, Valerian King, Greek, Fire, Lily Blue, King's Cup. Yeah, I don't know. Can't remember where Mr. Peterson had his winner, but somewhere he did have a winner most recently. Anyway, sorry guys, I'm detracting here from the fact. But anyway, Peterson is getting a few winners of late, and that's why I think Ashley Fortune and Varina is not a bad little option. Ashley Fortune does also have Soul Connection as the favorite in the race before. Does have a few links to find, but that might be his double attempt. Race 5, Verena Muleta, I've already spoken to you about. Third choice, Impressive Duchess. Corner Species got a few runners today that's thereabout. Same as True Charm. Fifth choice, Mind Reader, the fourth choice. See You Tiger, the sixth choice. Madame Patrice, seventh, another piece. And Emerald Tiara, 12 to 1, but I'm sparing a thought for a 12 to 1 purely on Lyle Lewis and Sean Terry combination. Not often you're getting a 12 to 1 combination from them. It comes back with a long rest. It also has the biggest, best blue bat, exact course, exact distance, and the highest intent, 25% chance to win on intentions. So Emerald Tiara is definitely one that I think will have to be thrown in for a for pick six purposes. 25% is quite high for a 12 to 1. So yeah, I know I am adding a few of these, but I'll just quickly update these exotics once we're done. The next one is my other best bet for the day, Bebop, Sean Terry Lyle Hewitson, and really outstanding bat figures here, 7.44 lengths better than the rest of the field on year. And interesting to note, that better one is a 22 to 1 shot in the form of Nabila, 22 to 1 St. Gray and Muzi Yeni. Speed rating, best 17% chance to win. The highest probability year from 6 races is on T-curve, 2 out of 6. For Bebop, 33%, and 50% on bat curve, 3 out of 6. So the bat curve being quite a bit better, but not all that great, 2.37 better than the second choice, Sparkling Water. So I think Sparkling Water is not all that bad. Apart from the odds that you get for it is really that bad. It doesn't have any support on percentages on stat form and intent, 0 out of 6 and 0 out of 6. So yeah, he is the second choice, he is the favorite, and he's shown that he has won the one race on his attempt, very nicely backed as well, from a 1.5 into a 1.4, but this is a fillies and maids 80 straight from the maidens. Well, he's actually competing against another one straight from the maidens as well, which is Bebop. But if I look at 1600 Vaal year on the 24th of November, then Bebop drifted to 10 to 1, but had an adjusted time of 59.97 over a 1600. 59.97 over a 1600. Sparkling Water had a 61.9 over a 1450, 3 days apart. So I don't know what the weather could have made such a huge difference between the two, but they were both in good going. And the additional advantage is that Bebop has 2.5 kilos less today, and Sparkling Water today has 3 kilos less. So I'm going to go with a 59.97, the lower adjusted time than the 61.9, and that's why these bat figures pops up on his last run at 1600. The additional thing is Bebop liked it from 14 to 1600, and now he's going to 1800. So he's closer, he's only 200 meters away, and he improved substantially on his bat figures. So Sparkling Water has 350 more to go, and the bat figures is 10.3 lengths behind Bebop, and he has 0 support on P-stats from 6 attempts, 0 out of 6. So I'm going to go with Bebop first. My third choice is Nabila, 22 to 1, speed rating, 70% chance to win, and he's done the 1800 last, he's done the 1800 year, and he's won on the 1800 when Lyle Hewitson was taking the ride, and he won with the connections knowing, because he got backed in from 18 into 10 to 1 with a 60.83 over the 1800, which is really decent. He's getting 3Ks more today, but the connections might think that he's going to win again. So watch if there's any support for Nabila coming starting at the same kind of price, 18, now 22, than he was the last time when the connections decided it's time to win again. So Nabila is my third choice in the race, and then Franklin is the fourth choice, Verdenise and Gates. The bat figures are a little bit worse off than Bebop, but still the second highest on the green ones, because Sparkling Water is a red one, 350 meters away. The green is only within 201 meters, 11.07. Franklin is the second highest green bat. Rock U is next best, exact distance also 17%. And then Pretty Border, the sixth race, again a Ryan Munger 1 year. Ocean Forest and Rabia the Rebel is the next best ones. AI machine learning gives it to Bebop 66, Nabila 55, Sparkling Water 49. Moving on, seventh race. Yeah, Sean Terry Lyle Hewitson, maybe that's the Bebop, and the Against the Grain as the double. It could even be a triple because Sean Terry also has Type 5 here, Lyle Hewitson as well. So it's Sean Terry potentially could be looking at running the treble on the last three races. Um, he could even throw in Emerald Tiara here at these 25% on intent and bet CD. But the rating suggests that the seventh race will be a Spies winner, Golden Pheasant, 22% chance to win on overall ranking. And that's the high. No, that's not the highest. The highest is actually the Spies coupling, Valatorio, 44% chance on median speed, 17.24 median speed being pace, and that one is at 9-1. So also the highest greenie points on that one, and by far the best bat figures. Yes, why? Because of the median speed being so fast and the highest adjusted time in the field. Highest adjusted time by quite a bit, 100 to 98 to 98 to 96 to 96, and it goes black after that. So what do we do? What do we do? I'm going 1683, Golden Pheasant against the Grain, Valatorio, and Wally. Whirly. I'm putting in Whirly because there's a bit of support on speed rate. Our super rule percentage, 23% chance to win. Speed rating, 11% chance to win. It does have the fourth best bats figures here. Does need to do a bit of work as far as Valatorios, 5 versus 14, or Golden Pheasants, 9 versus 14. But the algorithm's selection crisis could have it a little bit wrong, because when we calculate this bat figure, we take median speed, we take adjusted time, we take weight, we take previous average merit rating, we take current average merit rating of the race in question, and we also do a starting stall adjustment for what the previous draw was versus what today's draw is. So quite a bit going into the calculations, and that's why it's not just an opinion. Race 8. This is where Master Builder pops up, 16-1 top rated, 48 T curve, 25% chance to win on that. Intent, 31% chance to win on that, also pretty decent. And then the second choice is Birdwatcher at 5.65, best overall ranking, and that's 19% chance to win, best exact distance, median speed, best form, best super rule percentage, 26% chance to win. If you don't know what all these things means, guys, just click on this ratings explain button and we will show you. Can read what all of this means, or you can watch any one of the tutorial videos to take you through that process. Birdwatcher, the second choice. Brett Warren's only runner for the day. He does have a flame there. The flame looks good. And Muzi Yeni takes the ride. So he's the second choice. You can see Yeni is the new addition to this combination, because it was striker for a few times and he couldn't win, and now they give him Yeni a chance. Third, Type 5, Sean Terry. Improvement expected. Back over the blue bat, 14.55 bats. So definitely in with a shot on that. And that was when Wungwicha was riding. Connections are getting serious now, putting Lyle Hewitson back on board again. And it's a merit rate at 72. So from a merit rate at 84 on his last attempt, he's jumping down 10. And for he's coming down 10, he's going 7 kilos up. So his merit rating today is 84, which is the same as the mark he rode on last time. He's the third choice here. The fourth choice, Snow in Seattle. Now, Baron Boertes has got this funny knack recently in the last month of winning the last race at the Vaal. So for that reason, don't leave Snow in Seattle out of it. He does get Chase Majan to do the business for him, and I think he's probably got a reason why he likes winning the last race at the Vaal recently. For Christmas season, over December, your box is full. Moving on, fifth choice, Low Vane, Corner Spies, and Samson. Dion Samson also has the best exact course, exact distance, but no support on that winning 0 out of 16 probability stats. So Lou Vane only gets to fifth choice. He did have a very decent second on the 10th of October. Fillies and Mares 70, carrying 59 kilos in yielding conditions. And today we have conditions as being good. 11.34 kilometers an hour, and there has been some rain, 11.5 millimeters in the last 24 hours, so we might have good to soft a little bit later. Okay, guys, that's it. Oh no, before that's not it yet, because Roger the Dodger, Cornish Spies has also got this knack lately of winning the last race, but winning the last race with a jockey that's been sitting in the jockey room all afternoon long. That's not the case with Ryan Munger today, but it might be his welcome back present for Ryan Munger. So Samson misses out, and Blinkers goes off. And if you look at that win year, it was when the Blinkers was off. There was way better 5.3 bat figures back then. So then it went to a 12 over the 1200 and a 15 over the 1200 and a 10 over the 1200. Then they went down to 1000, down to 1100, and now they're going back up to a 1400. So it seems to me that they don't really know what they want with this horse. It does have the best greeny points, 29% chance to win, median speed, 19% chance to win, and Spies does like to run his horses very fit. So median speed over the 1100 being the best, maybe the 300 extra, it could keep on going. At 22 to 1, that's another nice little outsider. Bravo 1, Dory Shams only got 2 for the day. Jared Penny's the other runner after the cock run earlier at 16 to 1. So Jared Penny is best bomb roll 168, 19% chance to win. So tough little finish here. I've gone with 13 to 110, 4-9 in the pick 6. 13 to 110, 4-9. I'm taking a little bit of a chance here, to be honest, because this Banner Bridge, Candice Dawson, Gavin Larena, I'm leaving it out, but it didn't show all that much on its very last run. I did throw in the Hottentots Holland 14 purely because even though he's got 1 of 2 and he's got best adjusted time and best speed rating, 27% on adjusted time, 25 on speed rating. So probably, or purely from a probability perspective, I would like to have a 16 to 1 with a 27-25% in there as well. So the 14 I threw in as well, yeah, and then I also threw in Contrail because Contrail has the best stat form, 25%. So tough little finish, guys. I'm not going to back anything on the nose in the finish, apart from if when Franny Bronkhorst wins with Forever Light earlier in the 4th race, number 3. So then I'll be having a little bit of a nibble on Master Builder. If Sean Terry is winning the previous 2, then I'd be doing it on tight 5. And Birdwatcher is the overall ranking best exact distance, median speed, 25% on bomb roll, so that's also another lot. So the top 3, definitely my top 3 choices, but Snow in Seattle, because Portis wants to win the last race, and I've told you the reasons for all the other ones. What's the best today? In the first, I'm probably just going to have a little bit of a nibble on Suntract's Rosie Willow, top 4 positions. Then Rio's Winter is one that I quite like there. Forever Light for a place in the 4th. The 3rd, I'm probably going to stick without Forever Light with Olivia S and Mr. Hugo to a lesser extent, but I think Forever Light will be placing at least. Race 5, Varina, one of the best bets, my first best bet for the day that I quite like, and then Bebop, my second best bet for the day that I also quite like. I'm not saying it's going to win, but there's some great value, 9 to 2 and 5 to 1. And then a little bit of a cover up on Nabila, yeah, 22 to 1. And yeah, the last 2 races I can only make a call once I know how Terry and Spies and Tersi has done during the rest of the day. The 8th, once I know how Terry and Broncos and Spies has gone for the rest of the day. And why do I do that? Because I look at the JTR combo sheets here and to see what the trainers are up to. And I can see Fortune and Peterson on a 2.69 average ranking. That's pretty decent here. And I can also see Candice Dawson and Warren Kennedy on this one. Future Lady, that's pretty decent here. but 3.34, a little bit better. Jet Cat. Then this Dennis Casson 1 year is okay on Olivia S. Let's look. Fanny Bronkhorst is on the 3.7 year, Forever Light. Here we can see a potential double for Terry Bebop with Against the Grain. And moving down, Stephen Moffat and Kumalo on this one. Rio's Winter. Okay, guys, that's it. Have a great day. We'll speak again tomorrow. I'm hoping, please just subscribe, give us comments, tell me I'm talking shite, all the rest, or tell me what I need to do different. Maybe it's too long, but any comments is appreciated. Remember, guys, it's free. Please let everyone else know. Christmas presents are hard to come by during COVID.